Hello everyone, I am Dr. Tejendra Kumar and we are learning methods in biostatistics. Our today's topic is this is the unit 3 descriptive statistics and our today's topic is measure of central tendency, mean, median, mode for grouped and ungrouped data. Let's get started. First of all, introduction about central tendency. In biology, researchers often deal with large data sets collected from experiments or field studies. So, to understand the general pattern or typical value in a data set, measures of central tendency are used, and these measures give an idea of where the center of mass distribution lies. The three primary measures of central tendency are mean, which is also called as average, median, and mode. Each measure has unique applications and relevance depending on the nature of biological data. Let's see some features of these. Mean. It is best for symmetrical data. The mean is actually the sum of all values divided by the number of values, because it is a basic mean, which is we generally call it as arithmetic mean or arithmetic average. It is sensitive to outliers, and example is average cell size. Next is median. Median is best for skewed data. The median is the middle value when data is arranged in ascending or descending order. Yes, it is not sensitive to outliers, and example is median lifespan. Next is mode. Mode is best for categorical or discrete data, and it is not sensitive to outliers. Example is like most common phenotype in genetics. There are some more applications of the central tendency in biology, such as in ecology. If we want to analyze the mean biomass, average number of species in a quadrant. For example, in physiology, average enzyme activity, average body temperature. In genetics, like mode of allele frequency in a population. Medicine, like median survival time in clinical studies, etc. Now it is a comparative table where we will see the features of mean, median, and mode. Let's see. Definition. So, mean is the sum of all values divided by the count. In case of median value in an ordered data set. Median is a middle value in an ordered data set. Means the numbers or data set which you have been provided, you have to arrange in a specific order, whether it is ascending or whether it is descending. Mode. Mode is the most frequently occurred value. Means we can say the number which is coming in highest number of frequency, that will be considered as mode. Symbol. For mean, X bar symbol is used. For median, M or MD is written usually, and there is no standard symbol for mode. Calculation. X bar is equal to summation of X divided by N. In case of median, middle value or average of two middle. And in case of mode, values with the highest frequency are considered under the mode. Data type. Mean is applicable for quantitative data where whether intervals or ratio is given. Median is also used for the quantitative type of data where the ordinal data is there or interval is there or ratio is there. But in case of mode is applicable for qualitative or quantitative, both type of data. Effect of outliers. Mean is highly affected by the outliers, but in case of median and mode, there is no effect of outliers. When to use? So mean is used when data is arranged in a symmetrical distribution, but in case of median, a skewed distribution or outlier are present, then we will go for the median. And mode is used for the categorical data or to find most common feature or most common value, then we will go for the mode. Example use. Average blood pressure. If we want to calculate, then average word is showing to the mean. In case of median survival rate in cancer trials. Mode, most common blood type. If we want to find out, then we will go for the mode. Uniqueness. Mean is a one unique value, median one unique value, and in case of mode, it can be more than one bimodal or multimodal. Now let's get in deep knowledge about all these measures like mean, median, mode. Okay, so let's first start with the mean. Mean, it is used to summarize a set of values with a single number that represents the center or average. So here are the types. First is arithmetic mean. Arithmetic mean is the sum of all values divided by the number of values. It is most commonly used type of mean. Its formula is x bar is equal to summation of x divided by n. It is suitable for arithmetic mean is used when all values are equally important and the data is evenly distributed without extreme values. Means we are not considering the outliers. Example, average test score. Weighted mean. The weighted mean assigns different weights to values reflecting their relative importance or frequency. And for this, formula is xw bar is equal to summation of wi xi divided by summation of wi. It is suitable for different importance or frequency. It is used when some data points contribute more than others, such as in GPA calculation. Example, GPA calculation. Geometric mean. Geometric mean is the nth number of the product of n numbers. It is used for multiplicative relationship such as growth rates. GM is equal to product of xi. Here we are taking range I is equal to 1 to n, and its power goes to 1 by n. Okay. Then rates, growth, returns, for these geometric mean can be used. It is useful for rates, ratios, percentage, or when the values are positively skewed. Example, population growth, interest rates. Next is harmonic mean. The harmonic mean is reciprocal of the arithmetic mean of reciprocals. It is used for rates like speed or density. Harmonic mean is equal to n divided by summation of 1 upon xi. Here we are taking range I is equal to 0 to n. Rates over the same unit or distance, if it is given, then we will go for the harmonic mean. Its best use is when averaging rates over the some distance or units. Example, average speed or average density, etc. Last one is quadratic mean or root mean square. The root mean square or RMS is the square root of the average of the squares of the values, and it gives higher weight to larger values. So RMS is equal to root of all 1 by n summation of xi square. Here we are taking range I is equal to 0 to n. Squared values, large deviations, for these kind of the data set, RMS is suitable. It is used in physics, engineering, and when dealing with variations around 0. For example, alternating currents. Example, signal power, voltage in circuits, etc. Now, let's take few examples. I have taken total 30 examples, 30 numerical examples of complete central tendency. Means, supposedly there are 5 type of means, 5 type of medians or modes, all type of measures are considered with the or are explained with the specific examples of biology. So here you can see or understand easily. First example is taken for mean. Here is the body temperature of lizard. So researcher recorded the body temperature in degree centigrade of 7 lizards on sunny afternoon. So lizard A, B, C, D, E, F, G, and temperature is given before that. Okay. Mean is x bar is equal to summation of x divided by n. So x bar is equal to 32.1 plus 33.0 plus 32.7 plus 31.9 plus 32.3 plus 33.2 plus 32.5 divided by 7, because the total 7 lizards are there, A, B, C, D, E, F, G. So we will get the answer 32.53 degrees Celsius. Interpretation. The average body temperature of lizard is 32.53 degrees Celsius. In the next example, it is related to arithmetic mean. Suppose a student scores 70, 75, 80, 85 and 90 in 5 tests. So let's get mean. Formula is same. X bar is equal to summation x upon n, sum of all the values divided by n, which is 5, and we will get the answer 80. Now interpretation. The average score of a student's test is 80. In the next example, it is related to arithmetic mean again, and example is enzyme activity. So an experiment measures the activity of an enzyme in micromole per minute across 5 samples. So enzyme activity is 12.5, 13.0, 14.0, 12.0 and 13.5. Let's get mean. X bar is equal to summation x upon n. X bar is equal to, we will get the answer 13.0 micromole per minute. Interpretation. The average enzyme activity is 13.0 micromole per minute. In examples number 4, here we have taken the different type of mean, which is the weighted mean. Suppose a student score in 3 assignments are 85, which having the weightage weight 1, 90 weight 2 and 80 weight 3. Okay, you can understand this with some other example. Likewise, suppose there is a paper which is having the 4 credits and you are getting the 100 marks in that paper. Another paper is there, you are getting same 100 marks, but its credit is only 2. So credit is actually weight. So you can do this way. Okay, weighted mean is equal to xw bar is equal to summation of wi xi divided by summation wi. Xw bar is equal to, now we will multiply the score of assignment with their weight. So 1 into 85 plus 2 into 90 plus 3 into 80 divided by weights 1 plus 2 plus 3. In the another example, as I told you, there are 2 papers, one is having 4 credit and second is having 2 credits. So at that time, whenever you multiply their marks, then you will multiply with the 2 and 4 with their respective marks and divide by 2 plus 4 because that is the weight. Okay. Now answer for this question is 84.17. Okay. Next example is also taken from the weighted mean for population studies. In a field study, 2 regions A and B have different butterfly species counts and sample size. In region A, average species richness is 10, sample size is 40. In region B, average species richness is 18 and sample size is 60. So weighted mean is, because here the species richness is different and sample size is also different. So in that type of questions or in that type of data set, we can apply the weighted mean because weight is different in both cases. So weighted mean xw bar is equal to summation of wi xi divided by summation wi. So in that case, we will do the same calculation, 10 into 40 plus 18 into 60 divided by 40 plus 60. So answer is about 14.8. This type of example we can use for the another exam, another type of data. Likewise, supposedly you are giving food to some species or experimental rats, and different type of foods are there, and number of rats are different, and or we can say weight of the rats are also different, and now you want to get the mean. So because everything is different, and that's why you have to use weighted mean. So in that case you will get multiplication of weight with their diet, okay, or number of rats with their diets. Supposedly you are giving the different amount of food to the different numbers of animals, then this could be the best option to calculate. So in that case, get the weighted mean, multiply their values and get the answer. Interpretation. The weighted average species richness is 14.8 considering different sample sizes. Next example is from geometric mean. As we discussed, geometric mean is generally using for the rates, likewise growth rates or etc. So growth rate over 3 years is 5%, 10% and 15% are represented as 1.05, 1.10 and 1.15. This is a factor value. So geometric mean is product of xi and its power goes to 1 by n for whole value. So we can convert this formula in a different scenario, a different type. So because this is the product value of xi and here we are taking range I is equal to 1 to n, and that's why if we convert into the different thing, then we will multiply all the x values because it is a product value, and then we will take 1 by n, or we will convert 1 by n into the n and take it outside of the root. So we will take nth root of the product of all x values. So in this way you can convert this formula. Now gm is equal to 3 root 1.05 into 1.10 into 1.15. So in this way answer is 1.099. We can say that the answer is 9.9%. Now you might get confused that whether answer was the 1.099. So why should we tell 9.99%? Sorry, 9.9%. Here is the another thing. Average growth rate is always calculated as r minus 1 multiply with 100. Supposedly you have got any value. Always subtract 1 and multiply with the 100. So you will get the answer. So we did the same, 1.099 minus 1 multiply with 100 and we got the answer 9.9%. Next is the geometric mean for bacterial growth. A bacterial colony's size increased over 3 days by multiplicative factor, and that is 1.5, 2.0, 1.8. Geometric mean, the formula is same. So we put all the values. Now 3 root 1.5 multiply with 2.0 into 1.8 and answer is 1.75. In this also we will divide we will do 1.75 minus 1 multiply with 100 and we will get the 75%. So interpretation is the average daily multiplication factor is 1.75, meaning colony size increased by about 75% per day on average. And this example is from harmonic mean. A car travels a certain distance at 60 km per hour and returns at 40 km per hour. Because car is traveling a distance, but both the distance are on opposite side. One is forward and second is return, and that's why we will apply harmonic mean. Because the values are different and distance direction is also different, and that's why we will apply harmonic mean. So hm is equal to n divided by summation of 1 by xi. Here I here we have took the range I is equal to 0 to n. HM is equal to 2 divided by 1 by 60 plus 1 by 40 is equal to 2 divided by 2 plus 3 divided by 120. So answer and there is the 2 divided by 5 divided by 120. So there is a rule, if three values are consecutive in 1 by 1 at the division, then we will took the last third value on the top and multiply with that given value. So 2 multiply with 120 divided by 5. So answer is 48 km per hour. Next question is also from harmonic mean in the example of respiration rates. Of his oxygen uptake is measured under three different flow conditions. Same volume for water, different flow rates. So rates are given in milliliter oxygen per minute, and these three values are 4.0, 5.0, 6.0. So harmonic mean formula is same. Harmonic mean is equal to 3 divided by 1 by 4.0 plus 1 by 5.0 plus 1 by 6.0. So in this way we will get the answer about 4.87 milliliter oxygen per minute. Interpretation: the harmonic mean uptake rate is 4.87 milliliter oxygen per minute, appropriate here due to the fixed volume of water and variable rates. Now we are taking the next example, which is related to the quadratic mean or root mean square RMS. So values are 3, 4, 5. Suppose these three values are here. So RMS is equal to, as we had seen the formula, root of all 1 by n summation of xi square. Here we are taking range I is equal to 0 to n. So RMS is equal to root of 3 square plus 4 square plus 5 square divided by 3. So RMS is equal to root of 50 divided by 3. So answer is 4.08. Quadratic mean quadratic mean or root mean square RMS is for body temperature fluctuation in this example. So a lizard's body temperature deviation in degrees Celsius from optimal temperature over 3 times are +2, -1, +3. We use square of deviations since direction doesn't matter. So let's get the RMS with this formula. Formula is already given. So we put all the values. So root of all +2 square plus -1 square plus +3 square divided by 3. So RMS is we got the RMS about 2.16 degree Celsius. Interpretation is the average deviation from optimal body temperature is about 2.16 degree Celsius, showing fluctuations severely. Okay, next is the median. Now let's discuss about the median. So first is introduction. Median represents the middle value to a data set when arranged in order, and it is particularly useful when data contains outliers or is skewed or it is not affected by extreme values. Here are the different type of data, and for which type of data which type of median will apply. Let's see. So first is median for ungrouped data, or we can say raw data. For ungrouped data, the median is the middle number in a sorted or ascending or descending list of numbers. Simple list of numbers is given, so where we can apply this median. And formula is, there are two different formula for the odd numbers and even numbers. If all the values are in odd number, means we can say n odd is there or even n is there, then we can apply the two different formula. So formula is given here. Median is equal to value at position n plus 1 divided by 2. This is for more odd. So let's take example, like there are 5 values. So these are odd values. So in this case, we will say 5 plus 1 divided by 2 means 6 by 2 is equal to 3, means third value we will take. So we can also say that third is the middle value, because two values are left side, two values are right side, and one is the middle value. So that's why in this way we can calculate the odd median for odd n. If n is even number, then likewise we are taking the 10 values. So in that case, MD or median will be changed. In that way, value at n by 2th position plus value at n by 2 plus 1 divided by 2. So let's take an example. There are 10 values. So n by 2 is 5th value and n by 2 plus 1 means 6th value. So we will take 5th and 6th value and we will divide both those values divided by 2 and we will get the answer. Or we can say 5th and 6th, middle of 5th and 6th value is the median value. Another example is, another median is for discrete frequency distribution. This involves findings the middle value when each number appears a certain number of times. In that case, data with counts per value. And next is median for grouped data or continuous frequency distribution. So earlier was for discrete frequency distribution, this is for continuous frequency distribution. So for continuous data grouped into class intervals, it will be used, and data is grouped into intervals, and we will apply here formula for median is L plus n by 2 minus CF divided by F. This will be multiplied with H, and the final answer will be the median. Weighted mean, the value separating the higher half from the lower half of a weighted data set. So data with importance or weight per value, as we had seen in the mean, there were the some weighted mean as well. So similarly, weighted median can be calculated as well. Median in a cumulative frequency distribution. So in this case, in cumulative frequency graphs, means ogives, the median can be found graphically. Graphical interpretation of data distribution we will see, and let's take some examples. This is the formula. So for median, this formula is used. Here you can see median is equal to L plus whole bracket of n by 2 minus CF divided by F, then multiply with H. So here capital L is lower boundary of median class, small n is total frequency, capital CF is cumulative frequency before median class, because this is a grouped data, and that's why we will take always one value earlier than the cumulative frequency. Then F is the frequency of median class, and H is the class width. Likewise, there is a value 10 to 20 20 to 30, 20, 30 to 40. So in that case, the difference is equal, and that is the 10. So class width is 10, and suppose median class is 20 to 30. So lower value will be 20. N is the total frequency which we will calculate from there, and CF will be applied as I will show you in the formulas and examples, and F also. Now take the examples. Median for ungrouped data or raw data. So data is 7, 2, 9, 4, 6. So in that case, arrange the data in the order 2, 4, 6, 7, 9. Now find the middle value. So n is equal to 5 means odd number. So median third value is, so let's separate all these values like 2, 4 and there 2, 4 on the left side, 7, 9 on the right side, and the middle value is 6. So in that case, the median is 6. In next example, median for ungrouped data or raw data. So number of seeds in plant pots. Here, a biologist count the number of seeds in 9 different pots of the same plant, and the data is 10, 12, 14, 11, 13, 10, 12, 15, 14. Now let's get answer. Step 1. Arrange the data in the order. So 10, 10, 11, 12, 12, 13, 14, 14, 15. Find the middle value. Let's separate all these values. So 4 on the left side, 4 on the right side. Sorry. Yes, 4 on the left side, 4 on the right side, and the middle value is 12. Fifth value is 12, so median is 12. Interpretation. The typical number of seeds in a pod is 12. In the next example, here is the discrete frequency distribution table is given. So in that type of data, we will calculate median in the different way. So first of all, we will compute cumulative frequency CF. So here is the table. You can see cumulative frequency is always calculated as, first of all, take the value of the first row as such, like frequency was the 3. So you have taken here 3 as well. Now add the next frequency from the next row. So 3 plus 5 is equal to 8. Again add, then 8 plus 4, 12. Then 12 plus 2, 14. So the final cumulative frequency is 14. Now find, in step 2, find n by 2, where n is the total frequency. Total frequency n is equal to 14. So n by 2 is equal to 14 divided by 2 is equal to 7. Now in the next step, we will locate the value corresponding to the position, to that position. So because we got the n by 2 is equal to 7, so 7 lies in cumulative frequency near 8. Because we always have to check whether this value is greater than or equal to the calculated n by 2 value. If CF is greater than or equal to, value found in step 2. Okay, sorry for the inconvenience because this step was missing here, so that's why I am writing again. Okay, so that you can understand easily. Okay, because this data is showing the discrete frequency distribution, and that's why we will always find out the CF value which is greater than or equal to the calculated n by 2 value, okay, which is we found in step 2. So we found 7 in step 2, so let's check the value. So here it is 8. In cumulative frequency it is 8, just higher. Okay, so corresponding x value is 2, so the CF is equal to 8 and corresponding to the value 2, therefore median is 2. So in this case, discrete frequency distribution, we will directly take x value of x, that is the our median. But in case of grouped data, we will not go by this way. There is a different formula and different type of method. So please ensure whenever you are writing an exam or you are solving any question, then you have to first of all ensure that which type of data you have. If there is a discrete frequency distribution, then this type of method will be applied. Otherwise, if grouped data is there, then the different type of method will be applied. Okay, so answer is 2, which is median. Next, in the next question, this is also for the median for discrete frequency distribution. Example taken from the biology. So a zoologist records the number of insects trapped on different days and how frequently each count occurred. So see this table which is given, insect trapped and their frequency. So first of all, compute cumulative frequency. So this is the table. You can see cumulative frequency as we have calculated in the last example. 2 plus 4 6 plus 3 9 plus 5 14 and plus 1 15. Find n by 2 value where n is the total frequency. So in that case, because n is the 15, here you can see highest frequency is 15, so n is the 15, hence n by 2 is equal to 7.5. So locate the value corresponding to that position. So just find out, because CF is greater than or equal to 7.5, so this is the actually CF 9 in the table and corresponding value is 7. So median number of insects are 7. In the next example, this is the different median for grouped data, where, or we can say that continuous data. So example is taken from biology. In this way, in this question, please be attentive because this is very unique. This is solved with a very unique way. So leaf length is given on the one column and the frequency is given in the another. Step 1, compute cumulative frequency. Similarly, we have computed the cumulative frequency. So 3 plus 6 9 plus 9 18 plus 7 25 plus 5 30. So here the median will be calculated by this formula, L plus bracket of all n by 2 minus CF divided by F and then multiply with H. So in the next step we will find out the n by 2 where n is the total frequency. So we can see here n is the 30. So that's why n by 2 is 30 divided by 2 is equal to 15. Now locate the value corresponding to the position. Here you have to be attentive because this is the unique. So check CF value is greater than or equal to 15, first of all. Then this is the CF 18. So median class is 6 to 8. So it is just for to find out the median class. But therefore CF is 9. We will always take one value earlier than the got CF value. So here is the 9 and this is the actual CF value for the formula. But the another value will be remain same. So median is 6 plus, because 6 is the lower value, here you can see 6 to 8, and that's why from median class we will take the lower value, that is the 6. Now n by 2 means 30 by 2 minus, this is the frequency, cumulative frequency. So here we have taken from here we have taken the 9 divided by, now here is the f, so f will be taken corresponding to the median class frequency, okay, and that is the 9 again multiply with 2, because height is the 2. Here you can see difference, 2 to 4, 4 to 6, 6 to 8, 8 to 10, 10 to 12. In each class you can see there is a difference of 2, and that's why answer is 7.33 centimeter. So median leaf length is 7.33 centimeter. In the next example, we will calculate weighted median. In this way, in this example, different samples of soil have varying level of bacterial count and are given a reliability score or weight. So bacterial count, here we will multiply with the 10 to the power 6, and weight, or we can say reliability, is given in the next column. So in this way we have to compute cumulative frequency first. So here is the cumulative frequency. You can see 1 plus 2 3 plus 3 6 plus 4 10. Now in the second step we will find weight. Total weight is 10. So half is 5 because n by 2. So similarly we are taking cumulative frequency as weight. Okay. Now locate the value corresponding to the position, because weighted median lies where cumulative frequency is higher than or equal to 5 in the table. So let's see, and this is the 6 and corresponding value is 4. So at the count 4. So now median is the 4, because this is the discrete frequency distribution, and that's why we will take this as such value of the x. So median is weighted median bacterial count is 4 into 10 to the power 6 cells, because we will take 10 to the power 6 from here. Okay. In the next example, median for grouped data or continuous data. In this biological example, an ecologist observes plant heights in a habitat and plots cumulative frequency. So height range in centimeter is given in one column and frequency is given in the another column. So first of all, compute cumulative frequency. Here is the cumulative frequency table. Now find n by 2, which is 15 again, and locate the value corresponding to that position, and formula will be applied for this same. Now find out the cumulative frequency 15, and actual 15 is there. So in that case, median class is 10 to 30, and CF will again calculated one value earlier than the median class cumulative frequency, because this is a grouped data. So the median is equal to 20 plus 30 by 2 minus 7 divided by 8 multiply with 10 is equal to 30 centimeter. So median plant height is 30 centimeter. Now we are going to learn about mode. So in statistics, mode refers to the values that appear most frequently in a data set. It is one of the three main measures of central tendency alongside mean and median. Unlike the mean or median, the mode is most affected by extreme values and can be used with nominal, ordinal, discrete or continuous data. Mode is of having different types, and first is the unimodal, a data set with only one mode, and this is the most common type. Let's take example. Consider the data set 3729747 So the number 7 appears 3 times, more than any other value, because remaining all the values are not repeating again and again, and that's why the mode is 7, and this is a unimodal distribution. In the second, bimodal distribution, a data set with 2 modes. This occurs when 2 values have the same highest frequency. Example 588352658. The numbers 5 and 8 both appears 3 times. So mode is 5 and 8. This is a bimodal distribution. Multimodal distribution, a data set with more than 2 modes. This is used in complex data sets where multiple values repeat with maximum frequency. So in this example, consider the data set 2, 4, 6, 2, 4, 6, 2, 8, 10. So the numbers 2, 4 and 6 all appears 2 times, while other appears once. So modes are 2, 4 and 6. This is a multimodal distribution. Next is amodal, or we can say that no mode, a data set where no number is repeating. Example, consider the data set 13579. All numbers appear only once, and therefore there is no mode. This is referred to as an amodal distribution. Now, another important thing is that supposedly you have a grouped data, then how will you find out the mode? So, when data is presented in a class interval like in histograms or frequency table, mode can be estimated using the model class and the class interval with the highest frequency. So, this is the formula. Mode is equal to L plus whole bracket of fm minus f1 divided by 2fm minus f1 minus f2, and then multiply with h. Okay. Example is, consider the data set. Here is the class interval 0 to 10, 10 to 20, 20 to 30, 30 to 40, 40 to 50, and frequency is given before them. So in this case, the all number appears only once, and therefore there is no mode. But this is referred to as an amodal distribution, and therefore mode will be calculated by above given formula. And in these type of data where class intervals are given and grouped data is given, then we will apply this mode formula. Okay. So here L is the capital L is the lower boundary of model class, as we had seen in the median formula. Suppose there is 20 to 30, means 20 is the lower boundary. Fm, frequency of the model class, where we will mark or locate the value. F1, frequency of the class before the model class, and F2 is the after the model class, and H is the class width. So let's take example. This is the simple example of mode where blood type in a population sample. In a sample of 20 individuals, blood types are distributed as follows. Blood group A, B, AB and O, and frequency is 6527. Now, mode. Blood type with the highest frequency is 7, which is given here, and corresponding blood type is O. So interpretation is the most common blood type in this population is O. In the next example, this is for unimodal. Here we are taking the example of plant height. A biologist measured the height in centimeter of a group of genetically identical pea plants grown under same condition, and data is 45, 47, 50, 47, 49, 47, 46, 48, 47. Mode is 47 appears 4 times, and that's why, and others appear less. So mode is 47 centimeter. Interpretation is most common plant height is 47 centimeter. In the next example, this example is taken for bimodal distribution. So animals weight example is taken. A wildlife researcher reported the weights in kilogram of a sample of deer from two different age groups in the same population, and data is given here. So frequency table, we will apply frequency table because the data is large, and we will arrange the entire data in ascending order and write the frequency before them. Okay. Now calculate the mode. Both 60 and 80 appears 3 times, means maximum in this table, and that's why mode is 65 kg and 80 kg. Interpretation is this is a bimodal distribution indicating two common weight ranges. Possibly young and adults group may have or others or in other way, but there are two common weight ranges are available in this population. Okay. In the next example, number 27, multimodal or blood pressure in mice. In a lab study, blood pressure or systolic of a genetically diverse population of mice was recorded, and data is here. So frequency table, we made a frequency table for the given values. Mode is 120, 130 and 135 millimeter Hg appears 3 times, and that's why these are the mode values. Interpretation is this is a multimodal distribution and possibly due to genetic subgroups within the population. In the next example, this is the mode for grouped data. So now be attentive here. Okay, so we will apply the as discussed, we discussed earlier that we will apply this type of formula whenever data is grouped. Here is a note. When data is presented in class intervals like in histograms or frequency tables, the mode can be estimated using the model class and the class interval with the highest frequency. So let's understand. So model class is 20 to 30 because highest frequency is 15 and corresponding value is 20 to 30 in class interval, and that's why mode will be calculated in this way, because the formula was saying L is the lower value which is 20, so we have taken here 20 plus, here is the FM is the model frequency, so this is the 15 minus one value before or one frequency before the model value, so that is the 8 divided by 2 into, here is the FM again 15 minus the 8 F1 minus F2 is the after value, or we can say frequency after the model class, so that is the 10. So here we are writing the 10 multiply with, now here is the H is the class width, so the model class is showing 0 to 10, 10 to 20, 20 to 30, 30 to 40, 40 to 50. In each class you can see difference is of 10, and that's why we are writing here 10. So multiply with 10, so is equal to 20 plus 5.83, or we can say is equal to 25.83. Now, so the mode is about 25.83. In the next example, number 29, grouped data mode, heart rate in humans, we have taken example for this. So a physiologist measured resting heart rate of 50 individuals in a population, and the heart rate and their frequency is given in the above table. Let's calculate mode. So you know that when data is presented in class intervals like histograms or frequency tables, mode can be estimated using the model class and the class interval with the highest frequency. So here highest frequency is 18. So, and corresponding class is the 70 to 80. So mode will be calculated with this formula as 74.2 29 BMP beats per minute. So estimated mode is about 74.29 beats per minute. In the last example, this is the last example number 30. So comparison of all, and I have taken the biological example. So in one example, can we apply mean, mode, median and all? Yes, we can apply. So let's take one example. So let's consider an example with outliers to understand which measure is more appropriate. So we can apply, but which is appropriate we will see here. So weights of frogs in grams is given here: 40, 42, 41, 45, 43, 44 and 150. So first of all, find out the outliers. The value 150 gram is an outlier because it is showing very extreme value, and that's why let's calculate the mean. Mean is showing about 57.86 gram. In median, order the data and calculate. Then median is 43 gram. Then mode, there is no mode because no repetition is there. So let's see in the graph. So this is the graph. Now understand the graphs. First is this one graph, skewed distribution of frog. So here is a skewed distribution graph of the frog weight. The outlier, which is 150 gram, creates a positive right skewed shifting, and you can see here, and the mean to the right of the median, and this visualization clearly shows why the median is better measure for the central tendency in skewed biological data. Okay, so that's why there is a clear-cut difference. In the next graph, weight of frogs with the mean and median. So in this graph, you can see here the red dashed line represents the mean, which is 57.86 gram, and the green dotted line, this represents the median, which is 43 gram. So now you can see how the outliers 150 pulls the mean upward, which is not touching to all the other values, and that's why it is giving the different value, which is not actually appropriate. While we are always going to find out the central value for the mean, median and mode, but here we are not able to find out the central value because it is going outside just because of the one outlier, which is 150 gram, and that's why mean is not appropriate for this value, this type of graph at this type of values. So while the median stays more represented to the typical values, and that's why median is best for this kind of data. So you can apply all the three types, mean, mode, median, but you have to figure out that which method is better for your data. So in the final conclusion, I am saying that this is the central tendency, and central tendency always using for the find out this or figure out the central value where our most of the values lies, and that's why this is the best method in statistics, best descriptive and simple method. So thank you for listening and watching, and if you have any query, any doubt or any error if you found in this table or in this video or in any question, then please do write me. I will correct, and I appreciate your suggestions and comments. Thank you so much.